Hi guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I am here today to bring you the weekly message for Earth signs. I was really called to do it earlier in the day. So this is for anyone who is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And just know that it may resonate. Hopefully it does, but don't force it if it's not for you. Take what is for you, disregard anything that's not. Go about your day. Know that as well. If you don't like the energy or the messages that are here, you can change that. It's up to you and your grassroots evolution, the choices you make, the steps you take to get the fulfillment that you would like to see, no matter what messages we get through the cards or spirit today. So I'm just going to take a moment to ask Archangel Michael to jump in, to guard, guide, bless, and protect this reading. And any of you guys who would ask for it, if you want your angels and guides in your life, guys, all you need to do is ask. They are here for you. Just ask that they're here for your highest good. And I'm going to ask my team of light to jump in and join me and use me as the clearest channel for you guys. So this is for the week of May 13th through the 19th. Know that even though there's a date, it's not necessarily time specific. We could be picking up on a situation from the past that there's still a lesson to learn from, something that's happening now, or some energy that's yet to come in. And again, like I said, if you don't like it, you can change it, my friends. Or if it's something that the universe is bringing in, this gives you kind of like that one up, right? You see it coming, you take steps to move through it. When I was shuffling these Keeper of the Light Oracle, Transcendence was a card that jumped through not the pre-flop, oh my gosh, like my pre-shuffle. So this is really transcending any of the fears that we have, any of the things that get in our way. And I'm actually going to pull a message. I'm going to ask this before I go, but really transcend, okay? If there's challenges thrown at your way, meet them full force. Say, thanks, universe, what do you got? Okay? I'm confident that I can move through this. So let's see here, guys. Spirit, what do you have for anyone watching as an overall energy before I get into the tarot that they could use for the week ahead? Thank you. So a few things. You have Supreme Tara and protection. And this is really important because as you're working through some of that difficult energy, know that it's okay. Transcend. You're completely protected to do this. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. Excuse me. So move beyond the limitations that, you've seen previously and know that there's real protection here. Green Tara could be as well like one of the energies that, or guides that would like to work with you. So be open to that and to calling them in. I know it was the first time I ever asked Goddess Isis to join me. It really revolutionized my life and the energetic transfer that I felt when I call her in. Any of you, when you're calling in your the ascended masters to work with you, really pay attention to the energy that you feel, okay? Get to know them for yourself and your personal relationship. On this earth plane as well, on this earth connection, be mindful of the planet. Come back to earth. Stay grounded, earth signs. Plant your feet in. It's beautiful outside. If you can get out and put your bare feet on some grass, wonderful. Watch for ticks. That kind of stuff. But nurturing. So you're protected to nurture what you'd like to see in this world and honor your ancestors here. Learn of the knowledge that has been passed down generation to generation. Ancestor spirit, connect with your lineage. This is Mother's Day, so it says a family wound or pattern can be healed right now. You're protected to feel the way that you feel. You're protected on this earth to transcend for anything that does transpire, okay? And you're safe on this earth, and this spirit is definitely asking you to connect with your family lineage. This isn't always necessarily even just your family, but this could be also like teachers for you. And I'm hearing warrior spirit as well. So, and it may be the headdress here, but he is white eagle. There's a lot of significance for him. So I'm just going to do a quick little read for you guys. White eagle. Really needing to ground in though. I'm hearing head and heart connection as well. I'm in the wrong book. See, I can't even ground. Hope. White eagle. He's the last of the book, of course. So, White eagle is a Native American shaman who is dedicated to honoring our spiritual heritage. He is a world-renowned spiritual guide who has been particularly cherished by mediums all over the world. He first spoke through the medium called Grace Cook in the early 20th century. Okay, so he is a guide who helps clear channels in our bloodline and our spiritual lineage so we can access the heart of the Creator. He also helps us to move into sacred ceremony where we can hold sacred space to honor a change, transition, celebration, or anything else that deserves time. He's wonderful for clearing space, and we can call on him for help in forging spiritual connections. So definitely you're protected right now to heal. Also, any family wounding, anything that's carried through genetic bloodlines. I know sometimes myself, I feel like when I'm releasing family trauma, there's people who will and won't. And again, if this doesn't resonate for you, don't hold it, okay? But sometimes you may experience things that you feel like your mothers and their grandmothers and their mothers, you know, that this has gone through, and this is something else you're still looking at and going, well, I'm still encountering this, and it was difficult for them, and it's difficult, and be the change, break the cycles right now, okay? That's part of it. And depending on what this bloodline thing is I'm hearing like it needs to be transmuted. Okay, so on your earth connection, plant your feet, hold your waters at your heart, get connected. Blue is also really important. Blue and green Tara being definitely for the earth. And I'm hearing emerald ray, Buddha, are blue and emerald rays. We have Buddha, and you have, I believe, the blue ray is Archangel Michael. So definitely a great time to know that there is power. Honor your power. Honor your knowledge to all that have come before you, right? Your connection to them. And know that if you want to work on your spiritual connection, especially if you are sort of working with guides, guys, if you're new to that and working with this ancestor spirit, this white eagle, it's definitely here for a reason. And I'm feeling like it's such a powerful time right now. So I want to jump into tarot because transcendence was there. But as I say, that the bottom of the deck here is this phases and cycles. It's time to bust into a new cycle. And you've got the Holy Spirit here because everything is divinely guided. You are connected to the divine. I feel like the divine sees you. This is Holy Spirit holding that chalice right there, right? For all to see, holding his hands out, powerful. Okay, this is almost Reiki to me, and sending energetic love and healing, and very, very much white and blue. Being pure in our thought space, being pure in our emotions, being pure in our waters, being pure in the way we can communicate it, okay? Not always the easiest, but this could be really a testing time for you guys. It's just what I'm guided to say. So I'll bring an earth magic message first because it also was like I wasn't going to shuffle them. I wanted to just kind of go with what was going to be required for tarot, and Spirit was like, no, these ones have something to say today. So let's see. Spirit, can you give me just one card? Thank you. Oh man, this came out for you guys last week. Breach, baby, breach. Time to open up those channels. Connect with who you are. Connect with family lineage. If there's things you have to heal out in the family situation, perfect time to do it on this earth connection. You are protected. Okay? And know that miracles are on their way. And we have ascension here. I'm just pulling the bottom of the deck now, but and voice of truth. So miracles happen when you vocalize your truth, but know that it is okay and it is completely safe and it is wanted for you to breach. Okay? Sometimes where we find ourselves in the forest. I know today I felt like I needed to get to the woods. I needed to get to water. You know, if you're having a lot of hard times and you're not sure even how to forge this connection or how to move past this energy, get yourself to the woods. Because or lake too, okay, water, innocence was under there, but you get to the trees, take some space to breathe in the fresh air. This is a little energy exchange. The trees take your dirty breath and they bring it into beautiful oxygen. So when we can get in quiet our mind, this really, really takes a different perspective, and you can see you're this light. There's always light at the end of that tunnel. Breathe, walk through, right? You see this greener, lighter side in the middle there? There's a pathway, and if you keep going through there, there's new life, there's new growth, and changing our perspectives. All right, so I am going to first off bring a message from the Steampunk Tarot. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, he's always here, but it's like I heard Archangel Michael when I started grabbing these, so I'm feeling like this one is definitely Archangel Michael asking to, remember, you can use him. You can use his strength and his sword. Okay, he holds that sword, and there is mighty, mighty, mighty protection. Okay, call on Archangel Michael. I am being also guided to say this for anyone who's interested. I did a video called Invocation to the Greatest Power in the Universe, and it was calling in our Ascended Masters. So like Ascended Master Jesus, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, and Archangel Michael, the Seraphim angels. So hope, faith, and charity. And charity was underneath here, and oh man, so is faith. So those kind of the rays for energetic healing. When I did it myself, it was out of a book called The Greatest Power in the Universe from Akasha and a Sun, like a channeled booklet. And I found it very, very helpful. So if you need to know that you're protected and call in your guides and call in your spirit, I invite you to take a look. It was just spirit suggesting it. I found it so helpful. And I mean, sometimes I go back and I listen to myself or I reread it because, in times where I didn't know that struggle was coming, but it was like, you need to read this, you need to do this now. And then within the next days and kind of weeks that followed that, I felt like I went through huge spiritual transformation, and it felt like it was the perfect time. And even within the passage, it's like every time you go back to it, it will increase. Okay, so keep your faith in the universe. Okay, and I'm hearing keep your perspective clean. Okay, breathe. You may be, and it's funny to have breach and breathe in the same thing, but it's okay to show yourself. Take a breather, and as you're doing this, it'll be a lot more comfortable for you to step out into the world just as you, okay? So I have like a little bit of gas here, guys. So this is, I feel like it's energy moving though. It is chi, it's the chi. It is definitely the chi. So Spirit, can you give me an overarching energy for the week ahead? So a whole lot of stuff. What came out upright? So this is upright. Everything else I'll put back, except for there's one upside down, like on top of the King of Cups. I'll keep him because the Knight of Cups flipped over on this deck as well, and now to come out as the overarching energy, it's the King. So, purge out all that stuff that needs to be cleaned out. Get yourself straight, get in the forest, change the perspective, reach out into this new person and give justice to the situation, right? Balance the scales for yourself. So we have the King of Cups, and this is fully owning yourself, knowing that you are worthy and lots of feelings of self-worth, okay? And then underneath that was upside down was the Ace of Wands. Potentially, it may be like, what do we need to do? Change our perspective. Rather than feeling like we need to have protection, being like, it's awesome that I have protection to feel the way that I do and go after my heart's desires in the way that I do. Because when I do that, when I can change my perspective instead of needing protection because of something, it's like, no, I'm free to be me. And that brings me these beautiful new starts. And I love this Ace of Wands. You see that hand? My kids love this deck because of the hands. He's holding up this wand and it has life. It's glowing. It's beautiful. On the 4 candles around here, they remind me of the 1111. What's your wish? Okay, it's here and it's illuminated and it's burning brightly and passionately. And you get the 4 cups here with the 2 of Swords. And this, I think, is change your perspective. Sitting here bored, okay, and feeling, I'm hearing lonely as well, with the chalices, and there's the 3rd with the wine. But here it's like, but you have the choice to make the decision. You don't have to do it blind. But when you sit here in this 4 of Swords, your decisions are blind because you're not seeing everything ahead of you. You're just seeing what's immediately in front of you. Not so much a bigger picture, okay? So bring justice to that situation. Thank you, Spirit. Can you tell me a bit more about this 2 of Swords with the 4 of Cups, please? Like, it could just be moved through. There's some that fell out upright and some that didn't. So moving through fears is one of them as well. You get the Devil. the Hierophant, and the Three of Wands. Move past the fears or anything that has you afraid, or any codependencies as well. But whatever this thing is, this giant thing that's full of steam, whatever is stopping you from getting in your way, is it real? Is there a way that you've been manifesting it? Is also what I'm hearing, because these guys are feeding coal to it. And it's like, roar, give me coal, burn me fire. But he can only scare them if they allow this fire to be given, if they allow the shovel to go in and shovel more fuel in. And I'm also hearing with like narcissism, toxic people, that's the same way. They can only get to us if we fuel that. So as well, guys, there's a lot of family time. We've got Mother's Day. I'm filming before Mother's Day, but in Canada there's a long weekend. I'm not sure about the States, but you may have a lot of family time with whatever this white eagle was. And it's like, if it is family, don't fuel the fire. You know your truth and stand up for your truth. And keep an eye on the prize. Your ships are coming. Don't fall back into old ways. Or I'm also hearing like some of you may be wanting to hold yourself in and keep yourself away from this because you're feeling like, just on guard. Got a broken heart here at the bottom and hurt whatever's going on. So that could be this devil energy. Clarify the devil, please. And if I get caught off, guys, sorry. Just saying that because it happens all the time. I keep attacking. Can you clarify the devil energy, please? Thank you. And you have the Nine of Wands in the reverse at the bottom. And this is getting out of that, needing to get out of that with the Emperor here. And this is, the father figure of the universe. Divine masculine, sitting here authoritative, knowledgeable, aware, and knowing that removing himself from a hard situation. And I heard toxic situation because we've got the devil here. Okay, so I'm feeling like there's that. And the Page of Wands was at the bottom and the moon kind of flipped over. So tell me about this Emperor. Thank you. Snap, guys. Okay, the two that fell to the floor were Hangman and the Six of Swords. Choosing to move past whatever this was, whether this is energy coming from someone else or energy that's been your own. This could also be kind of like, I'm hearing, is it in excess? The devil inside. I don't remember all the words. But if you're interested in listening to that, classic rock. I don't even think it's that old though, because it was when they kind of came back. So... But needing to make a choice to move past whatever this energy was, to gain a new perspective, love yourself fully into the world, carry that with you. That's your brand new start. To carry yourself fully and move through your life and move through this energy with heart is what I'm hearing, my friends. So make the decision to move past the heartache and hold authority, okay? With this Emperor, hold authority and know that you don't have to stay in difficult situations and difficult energies. Like I said at the beginning, you can move through this. We have this power to change. And that, honestly, I feel like is one of the coolest things as human beings that we can, I'm hearing manipulate, but I don't want to say it in a bad way, but we can manipulate our surroundings and change our world by cleaning and decluttering, by rearranging our furniture. We change our kind of feelings in our house and our world. Well, we can rearrange our social situations and our living situations, our social standards is what I'm hearing. Be picky and choosy as well is what I'm hearing with the energy that you allow into your world, guys. Allow yourself to calm goose fraba. And being asked to bring in blue sodalite and amethyst. These are really good things for calming, as well as being able to speak this truth calmly, knowing that you are an authority of your own truth. You don't need to listen to this person or this group of people, this devil energy, this whoever's so full of steam screaming. And if that is you, what is the truth behind it? Why? If you are feeling like battle ready, or anything like that, or, battle weary, why are you yelling? I mean, I know myself a lot of times, and I don't like to, but when we yell, it's because we don't feel heard, and we feel we need to raise our voice rather than our words. But toxic people and toxic situations will make you crazy. Go in loops where you feel like you're not arguing, and you start talking, and then they twist it to a point where, like, they're on to something else, making you feel bad about that, but you do not, that's not the discussion, right? That is the kind of stuff where, and that becomes loops and loops and loops of being able to get away with what they've done and what they're doing, okay? Not with them going in too much, but this toxic energy, it's okay to purge it out. White Eagle Spirit, and I'm being asked to show you guys faith, okay? Archangel Michael's counterpart. And well, I'm going to read to you faith, okay? Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. Going to pull